Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and this is Let's Play the Letter, a horror visual novel, Part 11. When we last left off, it looked like we were about to get into a threesome. So, let's hop right in. My breath hitches, and I open my mouth to protest, but they stop me, screeching. Well, okay then. So, how does everyone feel about today's threesome? I can't say. Mirror that holds them cracks, lines spidering across the surface.
Do not lie! We know the gluttonous thoughts you try to deny, girl. All those desires you bury beneath that sickening guilt. You act the martyr when you turn the bed you lie in into your own hedonistic hell. You are nothing but a tainted soul with filth-stained flesh held together by falsehood and pride.
Yep, they certainly are livid. And it looks like they would lunge. Well, that seems... Hi, kitty cat. You already forgot?
Good morning, Baruthio. Who's the good kitty? Are you hungry? Is that why you woke me up?
It looks like she has an anime background over there. Quantum Suicide. Must be another game by the same developer. I'll try looking that up. Moving into the mansion today. She also has a picture of some dude in a frame, probably her dad. Though I am a big fan of the anime canvas, full size back there. It's awesome.
I'll be leaving you again today, Beth. So you behave and make sure not to shred up my new covers, okay? And don't worry, I didn't forget tomorrow is Black Cat Day, so I'll throw you a party. But only if you behave like a proper lady.
Not all humans are bad. Just a lot of times we get concerned with too many things that really don't matter. I decided to look up the quantum suicide thing. It's quantum suicide is a thought experiment in quantum mechanics and the philosophy of physics. Reportedly, it can falsify any interpretation of quantum mechanics other than the ever many worlds interpretation, by means of a variation of Schrodinger's cat thought experiment, from the cat's point of view. Oh damn! Okay, so quantum suicide is a way of trying to disprove quantum theory, but it's based on the idea of seeing the Schrodinger's cat theory from the cat's point of view. There's also a survival game. It's on Steam. Maybe I'll give it a look. But yeah, it's actually a game, but quantum suicide, quantum immortality. Okay, so the idea of quantum immortality is that, for every time there's a decision, there's an alternative outcome. And it just has a guy trying to kill himself with a gun. But every time, there's a reality for each one where he dies and one where he stays alive. So it's picture diagram of it's a little dark. But yeah, there's actually a game on Steam called Quantum Suicide. I might have to look that up. See a couple images here on Google search. Huh. Who knows? Maybe I'll look up demons and druids later. See if that's a thing, but I assume that was just a D&D joke. It's still technically D&D. It's just, instead of Dungeons & Dragons, it's... But yeah. So that's a different game. I assume by the same developer. So I was right in that guess. Cool.
Mrs. Wright, I hope everything has been to your liking thus far.
Good morning, Marianne. It has been delightful, and these men have been very helpful. Look at all this. It's so busy here. I'm getting tired just looking at them go.
No complications so far with the movers or the previous owners of the mansion, I hope?
If anything, the only one being problematic is Luke, if I'm to be honest. He can be such a diva, but I do like that about him. Oh, do be careful with that mirror. We wouldn't want anyone getting hurt because of broken glass. Why are you even having it carried around?
Oh? You did say you didn't want the mirror, and I keep getting distracted by it. If I'm going to turn the study into my office, I'd rather not have it there. Where can we put this?
Well, you are not putting it in our room. Why don't you go, I don't know, put it in the wine cellar for now? We can figure out if we'll store it in the attic or somewhere else later, yes?
Both of those sound terrible
boys. To the
decisions.
cellar it goes. Mush!
The mirror. I still think it's interesting when Hannah first saw the mirror, she saw the ghost. And she's like, that's a terrible painting. And I was like, what painting are you talking about? The reflection's going to be terrible, isn't it? What are we going to see? Nothing. Apparently nothing. I'll double
Marianne,
check to
dear,
make sure it's
have you had
recorded.
breakfast yet?
Yes, it is.
Well, I do believe it would be considered brunch at this hour.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Wright.
You must join me. Johans has already been breaking in the kitchen, as they say. I do not see the others settling down for a meal anytime soon. Someone might as well enjoy the food while it's hot. And that someone might as well be us.
If you insist.
feel like there's a light glowing behind her. Yeah, that's called checking her out.
Aya, come on now!
Whiskey's annoying voice is in the other room. Helps pull me back to the ground. I'm just looking, aren't I? It's called checking her out. Nothing wrong with it, though. As long as the person doesn't notice. That's kind of embarrassing. Wouldn't even look at someone like that. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I'd really like to thank you for inviting me to breakfast, Mrs. Wright. But I already ate, so I should really go back to work.
Nonsense! You arrived so early, you must not have gotten a proper meal. Sit, sit! I'd situate us in the dining hall, but it is a mess right now.
I remember that's Bubble and Squeak, but I have no idea what Bubble and Squeak is. And I don't feel like looking it up. Thankfully, the conversation steers into a topic I'm comfortable with. Work. This goes on for a bit, and I can't be more relieved. Most people don't understand, calling me a workaholic. I chose to work in a field I'm enthusiastic about. So what if my career is also my hobby?
But no, really, how have you liked it so far?
Oh, it has been wonderful, believe me. Everything is going smoothly too.
I like the art style.
It has been a long time
I
since
really
I've
am
worked on
impressed
something on this
seeing
grand a
most of
scale.
this.
Nowadays, everyone is
I'll check
about
out this quantum
condos and
suicide
flats,
game.
living
Wonder
in the
what that's
city where
about.
every room is an identical
Obviously, it
box.
must be their previous project.
Believe me, this is very refreshing.
Anyone?
We lived in a condo before this, Marianne.
I didn't mean any insult.
It's fine, sweetie. Look at you, all frazzled. I was just pulling your leg. Luke wanted that penthouse when we got married, and you can thank him for purchasing this place as well.
Wait, doesn't she own the house? I'm pretty sure. I have no business with it, though. It's theirs to hash out. But apparently, the momentary confusion has been visible on my face.
Don't be fooled. I'm just the treasury. I wouldn't be able to make a purchase this grand without his seal of approval.
I see.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
But I really don't know what to say, Mrs. Wright. We were talking of no topic in particular, and
Luke. We were talking about Luke.
about him not eating breakfast with you?
About him treating me as if I were some treasury.
I won't speak a word, Mrs. Wright. Not only am I contractually obliged to, it would also go against my principles.
Seems like
This
I'd had
is
to
no
take
one
a moment
else's
to
business
load my
but your own,
decisions
and
to
it should be
stand
kept
there.
between the two of you, and whoever you wish to seek counsel from.
Please, Marianne. You have to understand. These sort of affairs, if anyone were to know this, they could just twist it and we'll be ruined. All I ask for is your silence on the matter.
Well, I'm keeping that information confidential as well.
It's not like I have any other choice, do I?
Thank you.
The last of the food and drink is gone. The door opens as if on cue.
Madam, the photographer from Luxury Living is here.
This was a wonderful meal, Marianne. You're free to return to your duties. I must excuse myself.
It was my pleasure. And thank you for the food as well.
She stands up to leave. Prove that I am someone she can trust. So when she looks back my way, I didn't fight the smile. It found its way on my face. I feel giddy. The feeling dies down afterward as I sober up. Oh well, back to work. Soon enough, I find myself drawn to the kitchen, where the right butler has returned to. He already claimed the space, telling the reapers to back off, and none dares question his proclamation of them.
My kitchen. No kinder allowed. Little men running around with knives especially. We do not want any accidents to happen now, do we? Good? Good.
What?
I
What?
hope I meet the age restriction, or at least the height restriction, because I'm asking to be let in here.
You are allowed inside, McCulloch, but not the little ones.
I didn't even want to think about what we just talked about. I just need to get my head straight and get back to work. Movers work efficiently. Even when they're left alone, they do quick work of their responsibilities. The head foreman comes, standing in the doorway to consult me on this or that, and I have to go help out everyone now and then. But they pretty much have everything up to standards. They skip lunch entirely, not even realizing when they do so. Nevertheless, all is well when the butler gets to heating up leftover bubble and squeak from breakfast and makes a generous batch of fish and chips for them.
That smells good. Want to wrap up some for me to go?
If there are any left. One can't go wrong with fish and chips. Everyone loves them. Even my husband. And he's American.
Why would an American not like fish and, well, technically chips is a British word for like potato wedges, whereas Americans mostly think chips is potato chips, but in England chips refers to like potato wedges, French fries. I think mainly potato wedges. But why would America not like potato wedges?
Don't!
Whoa, no need to scream bloody murder. It's just me. Quiet down before you break glass.
But it's just whiskey.
Don't do that again. Ever.
I don't like being scared. Though I don't believe in likes of spooks. Being startled is not on the top list of things that Marianne liked. What is this, a Winnie the Pooh book? Lucky for him, I have nothing within reach, or he would have gotten on friendly terms with something. Like a damn rolling pin.
What was with that reaction? Were you really scared? Has
Yes,
Johan's
you
been
bastard.
telling you ghost stories? He just loves to scare people. Isn't that right, brother?
Is he gonna
Green?
find out all the deaths were just the butler with a candlestick? I hardly see any emotion on his face to begin with since I started working for the rights, aside from vague amusement.
So, now that we're alone, Marianne, what are you so jumpy for?
I was just thinking about all the urban legends the movers have been telling me about this place.
Don't tell me you believe in that tosh. They're nothing but tales made up to
I'm
scare
gonna be interested
children.
when you're actually
Tinny, Billy,
part
don't
7,
you
dude,
dare go
where I
up
get
to
to
that
see
big
your
mansion and
reaction
get
to
in
the
trouble
ghosts.
there. The ghosts are going to get you.
That's a boring way to look at it, but that's usually what it is anyway, no? Like I said, I was just thinking.
I think I prefer
If
to
you
seeing
could
ghosts
excuse
as
the
opposed
inane
to
question, Mr. Wright.
being
You
insane,
haven't
but that's
noticed anything weird here?
both could actually be bad. Because at the end of the day, even if it's in your head, and if you hallucinate enough, all you need is the brain signals to tell the nerves you're in pain. So you can still feel something even if it's not real. You just have to have the neurons fire that way.
That depends on your definition of the word weird. Are we still on the topic of this place being haunted? Because no, things have not started to fly around and we have yet to require an exorcism. I don't think my head would like to do the whole 180-degree turn thing.
Well, maybe that, but no strange people.
But yeah, the vertebrae
Aside from
thing.
my usually weird butler and all the weird men traipsing around touching my things? No, not really.
You're paying
Why
them
you
to
ask?
touch your things.
Have you noticed anyone strange while you were here? Because you must report it to Johans and he'll have security handle it. But these reports better not be about ghosts and things that go bump in the night. I don't want to waste manpower on the boogeyman or senseless witch hunts.
I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Wright. But no, it's nothing like that. I guess the mansion is just strange for me. It's a unique project.
No strange men or women lurking about then?
I feel like everyone is going to
None that I know
reference
of.
the movie The
But
Sixth
I'll
Sense till
inform
the
your
end
hands
of time.
immediately if something comes up.
I'm serious, Mint. You see anything, anyone suspicious, and you report it. Immediately.
I think that goes without saying.
this a full-time job for you then? Nah, I just freelance mostly. For magazines, newspapers, and events. So you can't really call it a full-time job. It's fun and it puts food on the table, but it's not what I really want to do. At least not all the time.
Dude, what business do you have being... You're in here trying to flirt with this girl still. And you were trying to fuck her when you first met her. You would have if I hadn't chosen to cock-block you. You have no right to be jealous, you cheating bastard.
You're not gonna go out there and join Mrs. Wright? You're starting to look strained. If you want your picture taken so badly, I'm sure the photographer would oblige.
What is it that you want to do then? Film. Documentaries mostly. But cinematography is a lot more difficult than photography, right? I was working on the thing, actually.
We need to get you away from the butler. You're starting to sound like him. No, I'm not joining Hana for an interior design magazine photo. What am I, a piece of furniture? Look, did a lot of you have anything else crucial to do today? Marianne?
There are still some little things to do. It isn't the end of the day yet.
Yes, but you're paid hourly, aren't you? Per day? Really, I don't care. You and the others can just take off for the day.
You're the boss. My being paid by the day aside, I won't be held responsible for any significant delay caused by your decisions. I'll try to get around that, of course, but I'll just remind you of the fact.
Whatever, take forever with the house. I don't give a bloody damn. Don't you worry, you're still getting your money. Just sod off, go crawl around a pub and find yourself a good lay.
Maybe I will.
Well, it wasn't really a big thing. People didn't like Blue Fonzie very much.
People don't like a film about colors. I suppose they would have liked Blue Bibby a lot more.
And where are you off to in a hurry, Miss McCulloch? The foreman is looking for you.
The Bratwurst wants us off the clock. He's dismissing us early because of... Oh, I don't know. He just wants us out of here.
I'll go and call a cab for you then. It would be for the best that you leave when he asks you to.
that supposed to be elfish?
I need you for something.
Maybe getting drunk is not the best thing to do while being
Give me a
haunted.
moment, will ya? I gotta go check on her.
Oh, so Ash is here. I think.
I'll be here. You go.
Asian Joe!
All right. What is it? Do you need someone to help you get home?
Bartender, pour the wine.
I think that's enough alcohol for you, little missy. I'm cutting you off.
Speaking of improv, Call and Mockery from Whose Line It Is Anyway, very hilarious.
Right now, where were we? How you holding up, boy?
Same old. I'm still on the Luxborn firm case.
Those blokes they talk about being in dark suits, whisking people into the night or some shit and all that. Didn't the media call it some ridiculous name in the morning news?
What is it this time? Wait, don't answer that. They've called it a lot of things. As long as people don't start running around claiming they're the Illuminati. So, what have you got for me this time, G? Anything good?
Slow down there. You haven't even told me what sort of dealing dosh we got. Who are you looking into this time?
Luke Wright. You know the guy. And don't pretend like you don't, G. It takes a special kind of ignorant not to know who he is.
That smug blonde who likes throwing round his money. He was just here a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Great tipper, if you think him just dumping a wad of cash on the counter after having too much whiskey counts as tipping. Why are you asking? He dirty?
You have no idea, G. He's probably the worst sort you can imagine.
So you out around still hearing about him. What the actual fuck? Despite this, I find myself getting up and sauntering over to join them before I pipe up.
Is this smart talk about Luke fucking Wright I'm hearing, eh?
Private conversation here, lady.
Don't worry, Holmes, she's clean. And she might be able to help you with your, predicament.
Course. A drunk's just stumbled through here with what I need. Get real, G. No offense, lady, but you're smashed.
I know, right? Nothing beats being drunk after a hard day's work. Especially when you're working for Mr. Luke Wright.
So, she works for the guy? Doesn't that make her, I don't know, suspect?
See, have a little faith in me, why don't ya? I don't have much, and you might as well have something to go off. You're the one who was so desperate to come running to me for business.
Yoo-hoo! Still right here, fellas. 5'11". Can't miss me. Unlike Shorty over here.
Is 5'11" really considered that tall?
You want to dance?
Granted, I'm only 5'7".
You don't
Come
look
on,
like
I
you
used to
can
be
bust a
5'11".
groove. Maybe
Back
a
when I was
leg,
13 years
but
old.
with that fancy coat of yours.
But apparently as you get older, you start to shrink, so now I'm down to 5'10".
Don't try me. You can hardly stay on your feet. We don't want to ruin your fancy coat, do we?
Ah, children, the both of you. But you're still standing after all that, are ya? Matt, you see this giantess? She's a legendary regular here. Been treating like there's no tomorrow. I'm a bit jealous. Can't do that anymore or my liver will give out on me. Good with the mic, too. Don't see you much recently, but I
She is
guess
a
you're
good
always
singer.
busy, are ya? You're some fancy designer or something, if I remember correctly.
Wait, I know you. You were at the open house for the mansion.
Yeah, that's right. Marianne McCulloch. I'm a famous interior designer extraordinaire. Ooh, that rhymes. Anyway, you guys were talking about that weenie Luke Wright, right?
Or something. Can't really talk about it. I don't even know if I can trust you, even if G said you're clean. But anything would be of help.
Well, I don't gossip about my clients, if that's all there is to this.
You wanted to gossip about him a few minutes ago, Marianne.
And that was the beer talking, not Marianne.
You won't mind if we ask the beer a few questions then?
Maybe. Depends on who's asking and what they're asking. But seriously, that guy is abso-fucking-lutely frustrating. One moment, he's an absolute dickhead. And then, he's acting like an actual decent human being the next. I just can't figure him out. I can't imagine how that pretty wife of his can put up with him. If I were her, I'd dump his flat arse straight up.
No, he's not. He's just rich. It's his only redeeming feature. Said he has a shit ton of money.
So, Luke Wright, have you noticed anything strange about him while you were working with him? Anything peculiar? Of note?
You're the one being peachy right about now, Holmes. But nah, nothing that comes to mind off the top of my head. He's just like most rich, smarmy arseholes and then some. So, Holmes, I'm guessing you're some private detective or something. Is it Hannah? Did she pay you to look if he's been cheating or some such?
Hannah's the wife, right? What about her? How is she?
How is she or how is she? Well and good. Definitely the nicer of the two and sexy as sin to boot. Not a private detective then? Are you from one of them tabloids wanting to know if the Luke Wright doesn't know how to put his pants on right? Pants. I'd take the pants off of...
I'm asking you if you've noticed any odd behavior from her.
Odd behave. You what? I wonder how she'd be drunk. I can just imagine her like the giggly sort. What do you think?
These are serious questions, Marianne. Lives might just be at stake here.
What do you expect? She's smashed.
Why am I even doing this? This is getting me nowhere, G. She's not a reliable source. The chief, let alone the courts, aren't going to take the word of a drunk. This'll be dismissed, and I might be in trouble if they try to argue that I coerced a testimony out of her. This is a fucking train wreck.
You're a fucking train wreck now, if you ask me. Maybe it's about time you apply the brakes and stop for a bit.
You know that's not an option. Thanks for being patient, McCullough. Good luck with your work on that mansion.
Speaking of that mansion, there's something going on in that place. Something. As och day! No wonder Mr. Right likes it so much. It's as fishy as he is. Rotten bloke. Maybe that Santos girl is really onto something, eh? Suspicious shite, I'm telling ya. Explains why she's so reluctant.
What do you mean that Santos girl is onto something?
Take your hands off me, pipsqueak. I'm not a lady who's shaken or stirred unless you want me up chucking on your pretty hair. But it's just like I said. Are you sure you aren't brain damaged or deaf? Santos girl from BRC showed us this creepy letter. You know, just like those spam stuff you get in your emails. And we thought it was some joke or that the girl was just a bit too green to handle a big sale like that. You should have seen the look on their faces when they saw it. Whiskey, that's Luke fucking right, you get me? And the missus didn't look too happy either. I should have taken a picture and posted it everywhere. When rich snobs give you that face, no wonder the Santos girl went all mental on us. Working with them does that, you know? I think I'm about to. I'm not mental yet, am I? Anyway, just like I said, in that man... Hey, you okay? Holmes? You're looking a bit shaky yourself there.
Police department. On its name, Ashton Frey and his phone number. Yeah, you'd lose it.
You're cute, pretty boy. But I prefer blondies.
Well, you're not exactly my type either, lady. But listen to me. If something comes up, don't do anything rash. If you think you're in danger or if you see anything suspicious, call me and the authorities as soon as possible. You understand me? That's 99...
I know what the damn emergency number is.
Right, 999. Good.
It's
Anyway,
911 here in America.
See you, G.
Oi, what about your drink, boy? I'll go put it on your tab then.
Holmes boy always like that, G?
Pretty much. But what about you? I suppose I'll put your drinks on your tab too. Don't want you to spill your wallets when you look like you're close to spilling yourself.
Yeah, and if it's fine by you, I think I'll go take a bit of a cat nap here. Just for a sec or two.
Go right ahead. I'll wake you when I close up shop.
That applies to the bathroom. Hi again!
How long have you been standing there, dearie?
You guys were just
Join
about
us,
to
Marianne.
lunge at me last
We won't
time.
bite. Unless you ask, that is.
Yeah.
You have certainly exceeded expectations, Marianne. Everything looks so marvelous, and in such a short time, too.
Definitely sounds like Minecraft music.
Well, I can't take all the credit. People have certainly been enthusiastic about the idea of working on the right mansion. There won't be any more problems unless Mr. Wright has any more objections about the second bedroom.
Oh, no. We proceed with that room as planned. I already agreed to him having his greenhouse and his vineyard and his stables. He may as well let me have this one thing.
But don't you have a party?
Yes. But Luke's just being a sweetie, you see. That friend he's visiting, he's having marital problems and he's just trying to cheer him up. They've been married for a long time and they've hit how do they say it? A rough patch. His wife has a drinking problem and can be very neglectful. The poor thing really does his best to be a good husband. But it's never enough for her. Sometimes I think it's the years. Maybe it's been so long that they've lost that romantic spark. What do you think?
If I'm going to be completely honest, I need to ask. This is about you and Mr. Wright, isn't it?
Suppose it is. What would you tell me?
Then I tell you it's none of my business. I tell you that I don't want to meddle. But if the troubled husband with the neglectful wife asked me for my honest opinion, I'd say that he shouldn't base his happiness and his self-worth on someone else. Maybe he should try being independent for a while. See what it's like when he isn't trying to please someone else and doing things for himself. Everyone's supposed to be their own man or woman, right? A bit of breathing room never hurt anyone. We shouldn't let our fear control our lives. I really should handle what's left of the work.
You won't be attending the party? Oh, you really must, Marianne.
I'll try to stay and chat. Maybe grab a few bites and a drink, but I can't be around for the entirety of the event. My apologies. Busy, busy, busy.
You must stay a while. I'd love for you to meet some of my friends, and they're ever so excited to meet you. You need to say hello to the Lees, at least. If it wasn't for them, I'd never even heard of you.
We'll see. So, if I can be excused?
Certainly. You'll have to excuse me as well. I must attend to the party before any early birds arrive. Because, believe me, they will throw a fuss if things aren't ready, even when they're not supposed to be here until an hour later.
Schnell! Hurry up, you snails! We are on a deadline and you are wasting my time! What are you doing here, Fraulein? This is not the place for guests or in an architect right now. I request you leave.
I was just looking around for any last-minute things, yes?
Yes, you have been doing that a lot. Looking around, snooping about. Now is not the time for such things. If you're not careful, people might think you are up to something.
Okay. We are really knocking home the fact that she's really into demons and
I'm not done
druids.
yet. I actually need to go into the wine cellar. Just need a quick go at the place.
Explain the vertical
So,
crack.
just don't mind me. I'll be out of your hair soon enough.
Go outside, enjoy the party. Bask in the praise and adulation they will no doubt shower you with when the madam speaks highly of you. Surely you've had enough of this stuffy old kitchen by now. You do not want to cause trouble. Both the Bratwurst and Hannah want this to be perfect. It would be a disservice and a disrespect to toe out of line and risk it being anything otherwise. And more importantly, I will be blamed for any failure that happens tonight.
Please, I just lost something the last time I was down there. It's really important.
15 minutes. 9, 10 minutes. Any longer and I'll pull you out of there myself. The Bratwurst will be furious if he thinks anyone is touching his precious wine without his permission.
Thank you. This seriously means a lot.
Like, sorry, I accidentally left my ghost down there. I'm assuming this is where she dies.
Lorraine! Where are you, Lorraine? I miss you, you know?
Yes, it is. Sometimes it's better to not have closure. Sometimes you just need to find a way to move on your own. And sometimes trying to find closure in such a way, it's just gonna fuck you up in the
May
head.
God grant her eternal rest in...
Well, the hyphen tells me you're gonna get interrupted. Horror games and hyphens.
Ooh, could it be an adventure then? A secret passage? There must be a hidden switch somewhere. Go look! This is the most interesting thing you've done by far.
A shame I can't roll for perception checks in real life.
We are really, really rocking that demons and druids thing.
Though a sanity check would be more fitting right now, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Hyphen.
face it, Tigress. You've just hit the jackpot.
Well! Let's go get our asses killed. You bumped into the mirror. This doesn't look like a great thing to have. It holds... Why do you have a dungeon? Why would anyone need a dungeon? Actually, we're better off not knowing this. Please don't tell me why there's a dungeon. Looks like there's a staircase.
Dear Lord in St. Adelaide, bless these poor souls.
It's like the architecture was amazing, but human rights were not. Oh, all the heinous acts. All of them. Oh, you're gonna have time to experience it. Hi! How are you? Are you okay? You seem kind of sleepy. Almost every inch of your life body is peppered with wounds and rotting flesh. And it is then the putrid smell of blood and gore hits me. Make it so that I don't even question how I missed it in the first place.
How long has this been here? Oh, that smell. Oh, you're a nasty one, aren't you?
That's not very nice. A flinch is the thing, Twisted. You called her nasty. She's not gonna feel very happy about that, is she? Oh, I wouldn't expect anything but war. It'd be weird if you got turned on by this. I mean, because I'll say this, I'm into women as well. No, not doing it for me. You know, just not, it's not my type. I too, I think, would prefer a blonde or a redhead. But I think every woman I've been with has got dark hair. All the blondes and redheads have rejected me, so. Oh. We're going down.
How long are these damn tunnels?
They go forever. You're going to die. There is no escape. Well, sheep. You turn around and like, oh shit, it's David Spade! No!
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, I'm sure that's not what she's going to do, right?
What's
Great, well-
wrong, Marianne?
Are you really afraid of little old me?
Oh, yes. That is not a safe. Yep. So, goodbye, my first love. Real Lorraine is dead. You're gonna die in there of starvation.
What are you?
What is in the corner? Yep. What?
Help me, oh, help me! Are you getting all this on camera, Carl? Yeah, but are you guys sure this is a good idea? We're breaking and entering here.
What?
Don't worry, the owners of this place haven't been here in a long time. Look at this thing, though. It has writing in blood like some cheesy 80s horror prop. Wait, I have an idea. Oh man, that's genius!
What kind of butthead would even take this thing seriously? Maybe we can stick this in Rowan's backpack. That's where his kid would panic.
Rowan.
Guys? What? Spit it out!
Rowan, that name sounds familiar. Okay. I feel like I heard the name Rowan before.
That letter.
The thing, the woman, she... Why did you flash red? Is the ghost using Kaioken? Just tell people you like them.
That's not exactly a bad thing when you think about it.
Good piano.
I won't last years here if I find teaching rowdy adolescents a tedious job, will I?
that big baby. Myself. Hello?
Oh, goodness. Finally, it connects. Hello? Is this Miss Gales? Rebecca Gales?
Yes, speaking. Who is this?
Oh, sorry. Rose Cooper, Briar Realty Corporation.
Briar Realty? Miss Cooper?
Yes. Things are a bit busy on my end. I apologize. I'm not certain if Isabella has mentioned anything before, but we're working together on a property at the moment, and...
The Armengard Mansion, yes. She said something about that earlier. Is there a problem?
This is about Isabella, actually. You were listed as one of her emergency contacts, so I thought it'd be best you know about this.
How is she? Is she doing okay?
I had her take a break for now, but honestly, I'd feel better if someone were to pick her up and take her home for some rest. Anthem's a fair distance from Luxborn. I really don't want her going off on her own. I'd do it myself, but you know how it is today. Big day. People everywhere until the open house ends. I'm really sorry to ask this of you, Miss Gales. I know you're busy.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was just about to leave from work. I hope to leave early today anyway. A few minutes ahead wouldn't hurt. I can be there in a few, 30, 40 minutes tops. Is that all right?
More than fine, Miss Gales, thank you. We're supposed to be here until... Oh, excuse me. One moment, please. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for letting me know about this. Just make sure Isabella stays put, please. Heaven knows how stubborn that girl can be.
Oh, believe me, I know. Don't worry about it. I'll have a few of our staff keep an eye on her for me until you get here.
That's all I'm asking. I appreciate it.
I would still have to say the main two visual novels I would recommend to anyone would be Raging Loop and AI Somnium Files. Though Deathmark, Song of Memory are definitely
You know, you aren't supposed to run into people like that.
Sorry, Miss Pink.
Just remember not to do it again, alright? You could get hurt.
You sound like my mama when she's scolding Rowan, Miss Pink.
I'm sure your mama only means well. I know she'll be worried sick if one of you were to get hurt. Where's your brother anyway? Aren't you two supposed to be heading home now?
Rowan said he's got some stuff he needs to do before we go. I think he's taking too long. But he promised to buy me jelly babies today. If I
Doctor
keep what
Who
he's
reference?
doing a secret from Mama and Papa.
Any chance you'll tell Miss Pink about it?
I'm worried.
I made a promise.
Um,
It's for Tia Luke.
Oh, something like a gift?
Like a dare.
I
Tio promised to take him somewhere cool when he's old enough. Rowan's gonna prove he's a grown-up.
what? I'm confused and worried. This seems very inappropriate. Nope, you should worry. I'm worried. I think you should too.
As long as it isn't anything dangerous, alright?
It's not. Cross my heart. My drawings are a lot prettier than what he's doing anyway. Tio said so. Do you want to see? I drew one earlier at class.
Is that why you're here?
Not really. I was gonna show it to my friend first. But since it's you, I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you see it before she does.
Oh no. I can't stay right now, Kylie. I'm sorry. You know what? Rowan has a class with me on Monday around this time. Why don't you drop by again next week? After class? I'll even make sure to wait for you. It's just that I absolutely must leave now. My friend had an accident earlier, and I'm the only one she has here.
What about her mama and papa?
Her family lives really far from here, I'm afraid. Do you remember where Asia is? The southeast part? That's where they are.
Oh, just like Takako.
Who?
My friend. She said she used to live there, only just a little higher than southeast.
Probably
she
Japan.
hasn't come home in a long time, so she doesn't remember much about it anymore. Melody says it's weird I talked to her, but I think she's just shy.
Kids are
We
assholes.
can be good friends too. Don't you think so, Miss Pink?
Yes.
Maybe if you introduce them properly, they will be.
That's what I think. Takako's just lonely. If she makes more friends, she won't be anymore. Is your friend like that too?
A little, possibly. To be honest, sometimes I can't tell with her.
Okay, you you can go to her. I'll just show you my drawing next time.
Thank you. Remind me to buy you a huge glass of parfait, all right?
No, I'll get a stomachache. Chicago says so. A small one is okay.
I'll remember that. Say hi to your friend for me.
I will. I'm sure she'd love to meet you too. See you, Miss Pink.
I'll see you later, Kylie.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Just a shame the locals know more of the silly hearsay than the history itself. If I could only knock some sense into these people! No sign of her. Isabella? Belle? Are you alright? Excuse me? Hello? Who's there? Isabella? Isabella? Is that you? Belle? Belle, it's me. Miss Cooper called. Is everything okay?
Excuse me, ma'am? I am so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
No, it's
Ma'am? Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm fine. This is probably just some cold.
Do you need to sit down?
No need. I'm actually looking for a friend.
Well, I'm not really sure if your friend would still be here. We're actually about to close the open house in a few minutes, ma'am.
No worries. She's not a guest here. She works for Briar Realty. Miss Cooper called me earlier. In fact, I'm also looking for her.
Oh, Miss Rebecca Gales, is it?
Yes. Sorry if I'm a bit late.
It's not a problem. I was busy with the open house and a few clients anyway. It's actually a good thing you came when you did. Let's see. Isabella should be here somewhere. I told her to stay put earlier. That girl never listens.
Rose? Rosie, may I have a minute? There's just this one little thing before we go.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there in a few. Sorry, could you give me a second? I have to take care of this.
Don't worry about it. I understand. I can wait a few more minutes. Clients, right?
You won't hear anything from me. Priorities, you know. But if you want, you can stay at the parlor in the meantime. I think we have a few refreshments left.
No, thank you. I'm going out with a few friends after this. Isabella's supposed to join us too. But that depends on how she's doing, of course.
All right, this won't be long, I promise.
Why is the light freaking out with Luke lately? It's like there's a darkness behind Luke. Dark Luke. Call him Duke.
Tomorrow? First thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning, ma'am.
Very well. We'll have our lawyers prepare everything as soon as possible. Let's make this whole thing easier for everyone, shall we? Just let me know if there's anything you need from me. You know how to contact me, yes?
Got your mobile number saved here already.
Good. It's just a matter of time then. Monday for us, Marianne.
As long as you're positive, we won't be having any problems by that time. You can count on my team.
You worry too much. Let me handle those things. Do be thrilled, though. I imagine it's not every day you get projects like this, hmm?
The music's taking a shift.
Oh, I'm certain Mint's ecstatic, Buttercup. Aren't
What are
you,
you noticing?
Marianne? You know, we could
Are you
all
seeing the
celebrate this
fucking
with a
darkness,
few
Rebecca?
drinks. Why don't we?
Do you have The Shining?
In fact, there's this really excellent Irish pub I visited a few days ago.
Hovering over his shoulders. What, the darkness? A dark blur. No. A shadow.
I think I'll pass on that, sir. I have more important matters to attend to.
Mother love, she's busy.
What's a shame? You never let me do anything fun.
Yes? Are you okay? Did you fall asleep? What the fuck is up with Luke? Dark Luke! Duke!
Well, what are we waiting for? Are we done here?
Hey, his darkness is gone.
You can head back to the car first if you want, Luke. I hope that settles everything, Rose. I don't know what Isabel's problem is, but please make sure she doesn't hurt herself. Anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Likewise, ma'am. Glad that was over. It's been a long day. I thought for sure we were going to... Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You look a bit green.
It's all good. I'm actually still recovering from a cold. Weather's been crazy lately.
Reasonable.
I know what you mean. I've been complaining to Isabel. It doesn't seem to affect her much, though. Must be because she grew up in the tropics. Anyway, shall we? She's probably hanging out with the rest of the catering staff.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised she's there. She eats like 10 hungry men when she isn't feeling well. Lead the way. after she was told to stay put. I mean, who does that? Oh, sod off! You don't own the road!
I think we'll go and call that a part. Hope everyone out there had a good day. Bye.